Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is preparing for a high-stakes meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump on December 29th. This summit will focus on the second and more difficult phase of the Gaza ceasefire plan. In this video, we will break down what exactly the two leaders are expected to discuss, why this meeting matters at a critical moment in the conflict, what unresolved issues remain in the U.S.-brokered roadmap, and how the outcomes could shape the region's political and security landscape in the coming months. An Israeli government spokesperson confirmed on Monday that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet President Donald Trump on December 29th, explaining that the two leaders will discuss future steps of the ceasefire plan, review the phases already completed, and focus in particular on the structure, mandate, and deployment of an international stabilisation force that is expected to play a central role in security arrangements inside Gaza. Netanyahu said on Sunday that the meeting will be devoted to reviewing the second phase of the U.S. plan to end the war in Gaza, a phase he described as significantly more difficult than the initial period because it involved issues such as ending Hamas governance in the enclave, ensuring Hamas fulfills what he called its commitment to the ceasefire plan, and discussing broader opportunities for peace across a region still shaken by months of violence. The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, which came into effect in October, has mostly held since October 10th despite more than 590 reported Israeli violations. And during this period, Israeli forces have killed at least 360 Palestinians inside the enclave, bringing the total death toll of the conflict to over 70,000, while both sides continue to accuse each other of breaking the truce and avoiding key obligations of the agreement. Although the first phase of the ceasefire focused on the exchange of Israeli captives and Palestinian detainees, as well as partial Israeli withdrawals from parts of Gaza, the second phase remains fraught with disagreements, particularly on questions of post-war governance, leadership, the extent of Palestinian self-determination, the future of Hamas's military capabilities, and the role, composition, and rules of engagement of any international stabilization force, issues that Israel, the United States, and regional actors have yet to fully align on. The meeting also comes at a moment when President Trump is increasing pressure on Netanyahu to conclude a new security agreement with the Syrian government of President Ahmed al-Sharaa, an emerging diplomatic priority for the White House that adds another layer of complexity to the December 29th discussions, especially as the administration seeks to stabilize multiple fronts in the region simultaneously. The Israeli Prime Minister's office first disclosed on December 1st that President Trump had invited Netanyahu to the White House, though Israeli media have suggested that the two leaders may also hold additional conversations in Florida, depending on scheduling and the length of the planned deliberations, highlighting how both sides see this summit as a pivotal moment in the trajectory of the ceasefire negotiations. As the countdown to the December 29th summit continues, analysts say the meeting could define the next phase of the Gaza ceasefire, shape the future of regional diplomacy, and determine whether the vague elements of the U.S. roadmap can finally translate into concrete political agreements. And we will continue tracking every development as it unfolds. So remember to subscribe to our channel, The Indian Express, for more updates, reports, and comprehensive coverage.